Hi, Karen. I am so thrilled to see your beautiful face, and thank you for being so understanding when I had to skip last week. Also, belated Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, happy December, happy solstice, happy Gemini full moon.
Ooh.
It is wonderful to see your beautiful face. Oh my gosh.
Here we are. Here we are, people. If any, I mean, so just a little BTS. So when Karen and I were just hopping on, we were talking about how Christmas is basically in 6 minutes, and it is a total mind fuck that the Monday
Oh,
after Thanksgiving was December 1st. For real, though. Like, for real.
hard pass.
Yes, hard pass. Very hard pass. Oh my goodness. I mean, we are coming off the heels of Thanksgiving, even though I feel like it's 2027 already. But I will say that I had a really nice Thanksgiving, Karen. It was fun. I had my dad and his girlfriend Betty here and my brother and sister, and they all stayed at my house.
Oh,
And
oh
for
my
the very,
gosh.
yeah, no, yeah, that's the right response. And for the first time, we cleaned out Tyler's office, and Eric slept in his office on his camping pad. It was a full house, to say the least. But everyone got along and it was honestly fun. I mean, I'm really grateful for it. And yeah, I'm also like really excited about the weekend between Christmas and New Year's because
Mm.
every once in a while I'll do the thing that I never say I'm going to do, which is work on that week. And this
Oh,
year, nope.
ah,
Nope. I think I might turn off my
amazing.
phone, honestly.
I mean, you could brick it.
Brick it. That basically just means turn it off and act like it's a brick. Is that what that means?
I think I think there's actually a device called Brick that
Oh,
shows me ads on YouTube.
oh,
In my mind, Brick means it just takes phone calls.
oh, I love that.
You turn your smartphone into a dumb phone.
Perfect.
No apps, no texting.
No texting. No texting. No Instagram. Can I do that?
Oh,
Yeah, I know. See?
I know. When you're off, man.
Not sure. But what about Thanksgiving for you, Karen? How was life in the South?
In in the South, it was lovely. I'm so glad we went. My grandfather's a hoot, and just ask him how he's doing. He's still kicking.
Nice. Love
I
that.
right. I really the only downside, two downsides. One, we did not make it to Applebee's.
Oh, oh,
Damn it. Damn
that's
it.
I'm so sorry.
No, I really I
Oh,
feel like I spent the entire 2 months from Labor Day to Thanksgiving looking forward to those chicken quesadillas and did not have them. That was one
damn it.
downside. I
I'm
know.
so sorry. Oh, moment of silence.
And I know, oh man, Applebee's. I might have to go to one up here like a
Maybe.
loser. And then too, no, I mean, no, hey, listen, I'm
No,
not
no,
yucking
no,
anybody's
I'm
yum. If
not.
you
Yeah,
love
no.
Applebee's, like, hey,
Right.
I might be right there with you. Not sponsored. And two was this was very funny. So the plan had been we were going to go to Cracker Barrel on
Oh,
Thanksgiving.
nice.
Cracker Barrel is open. My grandfather loves it there. Problem solved.
Great.
We don't got to drive for however many hours and then be responsible for cooking anything.
Yeah.
Well, we arrive in Alabama Wednesday night. We're pulling out of my grandfather's driveway. A car pulls in, and a man appears with a box from Publix supermarket. And my grandfather's, how do I describe this? The family my grandfather used to work for, the matriarch, sent us Thanksgiving dinner from Publix grocery store
Are you serious? Oh my gosh,
on
Karen.
Wednesday night. And it was like, oh, okay. Hey, okay.
Wow.
Incredible. I mean, we ate 2 to 3 meals off of this just box. I mean, it was like literally box of dinner, turkey,
Oh,
dressing, mashed potatoes, gravy,
oh my
some kind of weird
gosh.
marshmallow situation we didn't even open. Uh,
Not
yeah.
natural.
No, it's not. I feel like black people aren't going to go there with the marshmallow salad. We might fuck with an ambrosia salad, but it was like called marshmallow something, and we're all just like, no, we're not.
You're like, no, hard pass. Oh
We're
my
not eating.
gosh, that's so kind.
I know
That's
it was great.
wow. And he had no idea.
No, oh no.
Oh, that's so
I
beautiful.
know.
Oh
It
my,
was
how
very cool.
perfect. And then all of you could eat. That's like incredible.
And then we all ate. So the other downside that I did not mention. So we end up going to dinner Wednesday night. We, keep going to dinner Wednesday night and I get mac and cheese and I I'm trying to eat low carb. I'm trying not to have gluten. Me and mac and cheese have a difficult relationship, but I was like, I'm in the South. I have to have it. And Katie, it was so bad at the restaurant we went to. It was bad.
No, no,
It
no.
didn't taste good.
Oh no, Karen, please tell me you did not get sick off of the bad mac and cheese.
No, no, it was not like it wasn't food poisoning bad. It was
It was just tasting
yeah,
not good.
it wasn't good. And I used my carb and gluten card on this mac and
No,
cheese that wasn't good. And then there was no mac and cheese in the Publix box. So I didn't have mac and cheese for Thanksgiving. That's the downside. That was a long way of saying like,
that
yeah.
is such a bummer. I am so sorry. Also, your family has an incredible recipe for mac and cheese. So
Yes.
it's like which for all of our longtime listeners, we have talked about this. Yeah. And P.S., I've also tried it and it's amazing. And
Mm.
so, yeah, that's a real bummer. I mean, can we talk for a second about how you used your gluten card for that mac and cheese? That is so relatable because people who have dietary restrictions and then they're like, you know what, fuck it for this one day, and then it's not good. Oh, Karen, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
That's a
So
wow.
yeah, I
Well, I
know,
really
right?
hope that you soon have an amazing Applebee's experience with a side of mac and cheese
With the side
that
of
takes the place of
thank you.
all this disappointment. Ew. No, no.
Man.
Oh, wow. Well, now that we're in December, we have a hot new take for all of you. So here we are, squeezing this into our day.
That's right.
And Karen, yet again, with your fabulous
Oh my
topics,
gosh.
please take it away.
Oh my gosh. Let me make sure I'm reading this right. Ooh, yes. Okay. Is feeling bad helping anyone?
Hmm. Yeah. This is a tough one because, okay, I have to say that I will often say the phrase, oh, I feel bad, but, or I feel like
Mm,
that kind of feeling bad. And then there's also the feeling bad that you mentioned before we hit record, which is like state of the world. Holy shit, I can't be happy. That's also what you were talking about, right?
yes. Yes. It was that sense that there are so many bad things happening in the world. Yes, there are. Yes, that I can't. I feel guilty. I feel bad. I feel shameful, feeling happy, feeling joy, feeling contentment, feeling any positive emotion. I just need to feel bad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the question is that actually helping anyone?
Totally. Totally. Yeah. I mean, it's not, in my opinion. I think it's also like, okay, so two things are coming to mind for me. So, number one is a poem called A Brief
Mm.
for the Defense, which I will link in the show notes. And it's
Ooh.
by a poet named Jack Gilbert, who I think is
Oh,
not alive anymore. I think he's
isn't he? Elizabeth Gilbert, I feel like mentions him.
yes, she
Okay.
does. They're not related, but yes. And the entire thing is about how there are horrible things happening in the world and that the kind of the plot of the I guess the theme and the lesson is to risk delight. To like risk
Mm.
delight in the face of all of this. So separately but also somewhat related, I had a conversation with a friend. This is a couple years ago. I talked about it on the pod, but this is a while ago, and she always has a word for the year. And we were meeting in November and she was like, I can't think of my word. And she was racking her brain and she was like, everything is horrible. Like the world is, like all of these really negative things. And she's like, I just feel super guilty thinking about anything that's positive. And we were around a bunch of friends and we were all like, you can do that. Like it's a joy is an act of resistance. Like it is so
Yes.
important to be joyful. Like this is when we need the joy. And so she was like, okay. So she emails us or texts us, the girls that we were all together with, a couple weeks later, and she's like, I've decided that my word next year is delight. She's like, I'm going
Mm,
to risk delight. And it wasn't having to do with the poem by Jack Gilbert, but it still is like, there's so much need for, it's not about toxic positivity either. It's like we can hold more than one thing at once.
that's exactly right. And that you feeling bad not only isn't helping anyone, it isn't helping you.
Yes.
And we need to be someone on the other side of this.
Ooh, that's a mic drop. Oh my gosh. Yes.
And do you want to be depressed and defeated and hopeless and down and feel shitty? Or do you want to be the best possible version of yourself so that on the other side of this, we can take off running the way these
Mhm.
motherfuckers took off running after the election?
Yes. Yes. 100% yes.
And I will say, I can't remember if I talked about this. So I saw Rachel Maddow
Mm.
here in Chicago.
You did?
Oh my gosh, she was here. Yes. Oh, shout out to you, Andrea, for the ticket. Oh, yeah. I went with my incredibly well connected friend, Andrea, and I get to the theater and I'm walking to our seats and I just keep going. I just am walking and walking and walking. And I was like, where? Oh, so when I finally get to her, I'm like, is Rachel going to sweat on us? We were in like the fourth row.
No. What?
Yeah.
Oh
Oh
my
my God. And
gosh,
I was
that's
like,
so incredible,
of
Karen.
course, these are the seats you have. Of course, these are the seats you have. Special guest Tim Snyder, who I was not familiar with, but
Mm-mm.
he's a historian. He used to be at Yale. He moved to the University of Toronto.
Oh, cool.
Genius. He wrote On Tyranny.
Oh,
There's a booklet. It's fantastic. So he was writing notes the whole talk. They had two activists on from Chicago. It was just a really lovely event. It was the first live event from MS Now. They had just rebranded to
wow.
MS Now. And
Oh, so MSNBC is not MSNBC anymore?
no, it's MS Now
Wow,
as
this
of
is
like
new for me.
2 weeks ago.
Oh,
Yes, MS
wow.
Now, because they broke off from, they got bought and then splintered.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay.
Mhm.
Interesting.
So he had like 5 points he made at the end of this talk to summarize everything. And what one of the things that really stayed with me was this idea that yes, there will be another side of this. And that's one. And two, we cannot live our lives in response to what we don't want. We need to be focusing our energy on what we do want and pursuing
Yes.
those things now and behaving now as if we have them. And that again really resonated with me and gave me a lot of hope and a sense of agency. Like, yes, we can be against all this bullshit. What are you for? And who do you want to be when we actually get to be for those? And how do you be for those things now?
Wow, Karen, that's
So good.
amazing.
It's
And so
great.
he was in conversation with Rachel.
Yes, yes. So they were in conversation, and then, like I said, they brought out. So they got the guy. There was a guy. I believe he's either in I think he's in Little Village. There's a guy who originated the whistles here.
Oh.
So in Little Village is a mostly Latino neighborhood here on the South Side that ICE targeted when they came here.
Oh my gosh, I read about this. Yes.
Yes. And so he's the first one. I mean, they scramble cell phone signals. They're wearing masks. There's all this shit, right? To disrupt technology. You got a fucking plastic whistle. Everybody can hear that. And
Mhm.
so he really is the one who started that and, was distributing them. And so they talked to him and they talked to a pastor up in the northern suburbs who had been activating clergy around the ICE raids. And so, yeah, it
Wow.
was really, what they said is that they came to Chicago for their first event because of the way that Chicago resisted. Because of the very particular, do you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you kidding me? And I mean, Charlotte, watching the way Charlotte is also resisting is just fantastic. But like, yes, particularly Chicago because of the way we were like, you fucking won't.
No, no, you won't.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm,
Karen, oh my
it's
gosh,
great.
thank you for sharing that. I love that. I love that you were also in the fourth row.
It's
Yes.
ridiculous. Ridiculous.
That's so fantastic. I also love that we both saw Rachel Maddow this year because I saw her in the Colbert Show
Oh, that's right.
in
Oh my
May. it's
And
really interesting too because I wonder if you have a
that's
similar like
right.
reaction to seeing her because I found it really, I mean, she's incredible and she's able to hold so many things at the same time. She has such a deep knowledge of what's happening and she has joy. Like it's like she's
Mm,
also making us laugh. Like that's how I felt when I mean the Colbert show is like this entertaining thing, but still it was like she was
oh, that's
very
so funny.
real and she was very joyful, but she was also it was all the things at once. Is that how you felt as well?
Absolutely. And I also got this very palpable sense from her of we are going to get through this.
Yeah.
And I feel like Tim Snyder is also someone who is helpful to give you perspective.
Mm,
Think about the founding of this country,
totally. Totally.
right? Think about all of the moments in in the history of this country, right, that have challenged democracy and challenged who we say we are and why we are who we are. So that was great. But yes, she is super joyful, and it's so funny because in the middle of the night, I just watched her on Colbert again.
Oh, good.
Oh my gosh, Katie, you'll have to watch this. So they're talking about the murder and war crimes happening in the Caribbean, and she is making them Manhattans as their because he was like, I hear you love cocktails.
Oh,
I was going to make you a Manhattan on stage, but I've come to understand that you need to be the one. She's like, I'm very controlling. So they're having this like very cerebral policy conversation as she's like mixing them a Manhattans
that
on
is
stage.
such a beautiful visual and metaphor
Right.
for exactly how she's able to hold multiple things at once. Like that's
That exactly.
incredible.
Yes. It was great.
Damn. All right, I'm gonna have to link to that because that's so cool that she was on again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the Manhattans.
Oh, I love
That's
that you saw her
she
too.
was so great. I mean, I
It's
remember the
okay.
day before is when he released, her name. And
Oh,
I was sitting in my Airbnb with my mom and a couple other friends, and we were all going to go the next day. And I was like, do we all want to know or do you want to get surprised? And they were like, no, tell us. And I said her name, and they all threw their heads back and screamed as if they were seeing like Michelle Obama. I'm not even
oh
kidding.
my
It was
God.
I was like, I wish I had a recording of this. Like, it was just, they were so excited. I mean, yeah, we got really lucky. Both of us did, which is amazing. Okay, I'm
Yes.
definitely looking this up. All right, and we're at
That was
time.
great. So,
So
okay, well,
this has been amazing, Karen. Thank you so much for this brilliant topic. And thank you
thank
all
you.
for listening. And yeah, we will see you next week.